Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for this practice for fatigue, to bring rejuvenation, to just recover if you're feeling tired. We are going to need some props for this, so we're going to get those now. You're going to want either a chair that doesn't slide, so no wheels, or you could use a couch or like a love seat as long as you can lie down in front of it. And then if you have a bolster and a blanket, that would be useful, or a big pillow and a blanket, something like that for later. Once you have found your spot or got what you need, you're going to lie down. I personally am going to use a second blanket. I have one for cushion on my metal chair because it's not cushioned, and the other one's going to be for my head. So you're going to lie on your back, and you're going to put your calves up on your couch or your chair or whatever that fixed piece of furniture is for you. So you want to kind of scoot in so that it's pretty close to the back of your calf. So your whole lower leg is resting on there. Now, if you have a blanket like I do, it might be really nice to roll up the edge of that and make a little cradle for your cervical curve. No pressure either way. You're just going to lie down. Get your calves comfortably resting. A good height is such that your feet aren't way up in the air, but they're more level with your knees. And if you want, you can close your eyes, but you don't have to. But do try to put down your phone. Maybe even turn off your music. So oftentimes when we're fatigued, we've got so much stimulation coming in that what we actually need is to turn the stimulation off. So instead of distracting ourselves by looking at our phone, which can be kind of a fun distraction, let's just not distract ourselves with that today. Let's just put down those devices, maybe close the eyes. And turn instead with your attention to your breath. Now, I'm not suggesting that you change your breath at all. It changes, of course, because you're observing it, but to just give yourself that awareness of how you're doing today. Yes, tired, but is it tired because you haven't slept well? Is the fatigue because you've done a lot of physical activity? Are you mentally drained because you've been just gnawing on some problem or just putting out fires at work all day? And as you are aware of your breath, imagine that you're just making some space around yourself for whatever is going on. Body's doing nothing at all but resting. Breath is simply the vehicle to be aware of yourself, to begin to turn your energy inward instead of scattered outward. It's the beginning of recharging your battery. And while you rest here a little longer, we're going to take a page from the Yoga Nidra playbook. It's simply a kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a tempo of noting a part of the body and consciously asking that part to relax. So exhale all your air out and just breathe normally now. We're going to start with the right big toe. Relax the right big toe. Second toe, third toe, fourth toe, right pinky toe. Relax the top of your right foot, right ankle, right shin, front of your knee, right thigh. Relax the hip crease on the right side of your waist, especially there in the front between ribs and hips. Right chest, front of the right shoulder, right bicep, right elbow, forearm on the right hand, right wrist, right pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, right pointer finger, right thumb, center of the right hand. Going up the forearm, outer forearm, outside of your right elbow, soften there. Back of the right arm, back of the right shoulder where it meets your upper back and shoulder blade. Behind the right shoulder blade. Back of the skull, right side behind your ear. Right ear itself. Right jaw. Right side of your mouth. Right cheekbone. Allow your right eye to relax. Right eyebrow. Right side of your forehead broadens to the right. Center of the skull at the crown. Center of the back of the skull. Back of your neck. Between your shoulder blades. Center of the back of the heart. Middle back. Low back. Center of the sacrum. Tailbone. From midline to right side, all relaxed. Right side, completely relaxed. Relax the right side. Breath in. Breath out. Relax the left toe, big toe, left big toe. Left second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Top of the left foot, left ankle, left shin, front of your left knee, top of your thigh, left hip crease, left side of your waist between rib and hip, left chest, front of your left shoulder. Relax the left bicep, crease of the left elbow, belly of the left forearm, inside of the left wrist, left pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, left thumb, especially the base of the thumb, center of left hand, back of the left wrist, back of the left forearm, outside edge of the left elbow, left triceps, back of the arm relaxed, back of your left shoulder where it meets your shoulder blade relaxed, the shoulder blade itself relaxed, base of the skull on the left side behind your ear. Relax all around your left ear itself. Left jaw muscles. Left side of your mouth. Left cheekbone. Left eye. Left eyebrow and forehead broadening away from the right. Top of the skull, center of the crown, soft and open. Back of the head, center of the back of the skull, back of the neck, repeating down the back of the spine behind the heart, middle back, low back, back of the pelvis. And now we're going to go down both legs, backs of your thighs, both of them, backs of the knees, backs of the calves. Relax around the Achilles on both feet, soles of both feet. Whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Take a deeper breath now, expanding your ribs. If your eyes have been closed, they likely were that whole time. Just begin to blink them open as you stretch your feet and roll your ankles. Just coming back with your awareness into the room, just softly noticing the space around you. You're going to back your feet out of the chair or the couch or whatever you're using, just so that it's easy for you to roll to your side. Don't sit up yet. Just roll over there. Pause. You've been down there a while. Use your hands. I like trying to bring my head up last. I even like to look kind of towards the floor to just ground myself. Go slow. Sit upright just for a moment. If you've got some water, you can grab that. Remember that what you consume can help with your fatigue levels. This is some citrus in my water, orange, lemon, and those are kind of uplifting scents, aromas. If you tend to run too hot, you can always use lime. Okay, so grab either a pillow or one of those blankets that you have from earlier. We're going to sit on that and we're going to face the chair or couch or whatever we have. And we're going to sit cross-legged as long as that's okay with your knees. If it's not, you're going to kind of go straddle on your chair or find a way to sit in front of your couch that might work for you. So put your sit bones up on your prop so that your buns are slightly higher than your knees. You can also prop under your knee, like if your knee, my left knee's talking to me for some reason. So just kind of get situated if yours is, so that you're not having to move around too much. Like seriously, don't worry if it's not perfect. Just don't knock your water over onto the floor. And once you're there, what you're going to do is you're going to tip forward and you're going to put your forehead on whatever you're using that you had your shins on earlier, calves on. So you're trying to find the orientation or distance so that when you arrive there, you're not straining, not like forcing yourself to fold forward. It should feel easy. And also your nose is not getting smashed by the prop. A couple quick ways you can elevate higher is to just fold a blanket up or put a pillow there, or even use your forearms and find a way where you can rest your arms such that they're not working. So that might mean that they're next to your head, just draped on the couch. It might mean they're in your lap. And I'm taking a lot of words to describe all of that because I want you to be able to hang out for a while, just like we did in that last position. So set up well. And then just let go. The idea is that you don't have to work really to be in this position. You're just being held up by the props themselves. If you're tending in your fatigue toward kind of the more sorrowful or sad side of things, this is probably going to be more enjoyable for you than the last one. Kind of having the head upright can bring balance to that pretty down energy. Conversely, if you're super tired because you've been running ragged or doing a lot of physical activity, the last one with the head down will probably have felt easier or more comfortable to you. So we're going to do both. Don't skip. Don't get on your phone. Just stay with me. Be with me here. Just resting. And we're just giving lots of time, because it takes the body a long time to kind of slow down. Like the mind takes even longer to slow down. It's pretty busy for most people. If you think of it like a body of water that's turbulent, whatever mud or sand is in that water will be stirred up and making everything cloudy. And it can just take some time for that turbidity to settle, for the water to become clear again. And so that's how long we want to hold some of these poses, long enough where the mud can settle and some clarity might come later. So I'm going to stop talking and just let you be there. So I haven't forgotten about you. I'm not leaving you. Don't check. Come back and remind you to come out in a little bit. You might need to readjust your position here and there. Totally okay. Just try to stay quiet and calm. Don't be afraid to just play around with the position you're in. I've had to move mine quite a lot to finally feel like I can relax. Just remember that if you do something kind of asymmetrical, like you have one leg bent and one straight, you'll want to switch at some point just to be balanced. Let's go ahead and do that switching now if it's applicable to you. And if it's a little bit uncomfortable, you haven't really found a perfect spot, that's okay. I'm with you on that. I'm kind of feeling a little bit agitated right now.
So this is a great practice for kind of the mental emotional side of things. Like sometimes we're just going to be agitated, and let's just make peace with that and stop trying to fix ourselves or be mad that we're agitated. It's okay. You'll figure it out eventually. You can bring back any of that sense of relaxation and relaxing all the body parts one by one that we did earlier. Or maybe just relaxing the one area that tends to be gripping more so than anywhere else. When you do slow restorative poses like this, you might want to start to sharpen your awareness so that you notice things that are more subtle. Not saying like stare hard with beady eyes at what's happening, but just refine so you're noticing on a softer, more subtle level. Things like global sense of ease, increase in saliva, urges to yawn or swallow, drifting off almost like before a nap. These are all signs that your nervous system is calming or becoming more balanced. So if you've been shut down, it might be a sign that you're finding more harmony again. If you've been in fight or flight, it's a slowing of that agitation. Let's give yourself a few conscious breaths, just paying attention to what's happening. Again, you might want to open your eyes first before moving, or just move real slow until you can come on back upright. Just pause when you're upright first. Just kind of using these transitions, I feel like I just woke up, as part of the practice too. Instead of rushing from one thing to the next, which kind of adds to that sense of feeling depleted if we go slow in between, or at least mindfully. Sometimes we don't have time to go slow, but that can help bring that sense of rejuvenation or returning some presence back. All right, when you feel ready to move more, let's just go ahead and slide that chair away. And this is where you're going to want your bolster if you have one, or those bigger pillows. We're just going to drag that guy in, and the one you're sitting on is going to become a pillow for your head. So what we're going to do when we lie back is have the head slightly higher than everything else. And so just plop that on there. If you need another sip of your drink, get it. Okay. So legs can go in any orientation you want, but your butt is down low this time instead of up high, and your spine is what's elevated. So you just situate so that you can have your head highest, spine propped. I have to scoot over a little bit. I'm too close to the wall. And again, this is kind of a nice hybrid. So head is up, like the last pose, which will be good if you're feeling like kind of, if you need that mental clarity and uplift, if you're too kind of sad. But then you're lying down, which is good if the body's been too agitated. Okay, so what we're going to do is some very simple breath practice, and then our Shavasana here on this prop. So you can close your eyes if that's good. If not, just get that 1,000 yards there and space out a little bit so that you can really attend to what's happening with your breath instead. And we're not trying to manhandle or control the breathing. But we are first in our awareness that we've been playing with the breath, noting that the breath is the vehicle of prana, which is the vitality that can restore and recharge us. So what we'll do is we'll pause temporarily in the breath to hold some of that air in and let the prana circulate to bring that energy back to us. So just exhale all your air out, no forcing, just going empty and open. And then a slow, steady, even breath in, and at the top, pause for 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale slowly. And then you'll just take a normal inhale and exhale with no pause. Do that again, normal inhale, exhale. And then we'll go again. Slow breath in through the nose. Relax and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale. Normal in and out. Just a few rounds without retention. And then on this last hold, so holding while you're full of air, just go until you feel ready to let the air go. You might even notice that you take more air in while you're holding the breath. Just being calm, relaxed, and letting the vitality circulate within you. And that's the end of that breath practice. Just let go. We'll spend just a couple minutes here allowing the mud to settle and things to become more clear. As we come towards the close of practice, let's remember that we can invite help, assistance. Maybe this is from the spiritual realm. Maybe it's from friends or colleagues, family members. Just a reminder that you're not alone. When things become overwhelming or too heavy, don't forget to speak up in whatever way makes sense to you. Start to move and stretch on your own. Again, just waking up intuitively in the way that makes sense for your body, your mind, and just going slow to keep that sense of peace and restored quality to you after that practice. Thank you so much for being here, for taking care of yourself and practicing yoga. See you next time.